Since 1984, the Airdrie Food Bank has served proudly. But times and population numbers have changed. In response, the Airdrie Food Bank began the journey to improve on the past. My guest is Lori McRitchie, who is the Executive Director at the Airdrie Food Bank. You've been doing this since 1980, or, I'm sorry, 2000?
2006 I took over the food bank.
Since 2006.
Yes. Yep.
And since 2006, you've seen a lot of growth. But since the insurgence of the Airdrie Food Bank, which is in '84,
right,
the population of Airdrie back in '84 was what?
Probably about 6,000 people.
So here we go, fast forward to 2014.
Yes.
Over 50,000?
Over 50,000, you bet. Heading up to 55, one of the fastest growing communities in Alberta, if not Canada.
Lori, you and your organization recognized that the demand for the Airdrie Food Bank was increasing.
Right.
And the amount of support was increasing.
Right.
So your space, which remained the same since '84, a little shack, needed to be improved. And then, so how did the ball start rolling?
So our board met and formed a strategic plan that said, recognize the growth of our community and our need for more room for storage. We were storing potatoes at the Crossfield Hutterite colony. It took us 20 minutes to get there.
This is the new facility.
That is the new facility, you bet. We had 2,100 square feet. We didn't even have room to store all of our own things. Three people shared each office.
This is the original,
that's the old one.
From 1984.
That's right.
Oh
no, we actually built this building in 2006.
Okay.
Before that, we were in 1,000 square feet at the Regional Health Authority building, and we had to leave there because they were putting an urgent care in. So.
Oh, for heaven's sakes! And so this is the old facility.
That's the old facility.
Again, very caring, giving people in Airdrie, and you have all of these supplies, but so hard to sort them all out.
You bet.
Make some semblance of order.
You bet.
And this is the new facility.
This is the new facility.
Which makes more sense.
You bet. Well, we wanted to move from being just emergency support as well to becoming an organization that's going to skill build. So we've facilitated some things, like we have a community kitchen in our new building. We want to teach classes. We want it to be a community center where people meet, not only to get food and emergency support, but to become stronger. So we're going to teach classes, budgeting, and we're going to teach cooking classes, and have a place where people can come, meet their neighbors, and not have to come to the food bank as often.
Lori, you're also connected with the Calgary Food Bank as well, too, because a lot of the programs that you're mentioning as well, too.
You bet.
I'm fairly confident that they do the same as well, too. So you're learning from each other.
We are, and we network. We're a very close community. Food bankers all have a heart that wants to serve, and we meet together. We have a provincial association, and we support smaller food banks all over the province.
For heaven's sakes.
So we take food from the Calgary Food Bank, and we then give it out to food banks in our community, outlying communities that don't have a big enough support base for their own people in their community. So we work really closely with each other, and we support the little guys.
Do you find the demand for the Airdrie Food Bank has increased? And I'm not just talking about the other smaller communities that are asking for your help, but even within the town or city of Airdrie, that there's a lot more demand?
You bet. We are seeing families who are struggling. Our number of children who access our services is up to 47% of our users are children. And what that tells us is just that there are families who are struggling. We've had an especially hard year this year with a couple of major events that have happened. Last winter's really cold winter had an effect. If you can't get on the highway and get to work, you lose a day's wages. Sometimes that's all it takes for people to have big struggles and not be able to pay their power bill.
Isn't that amazing?
Then we had the hailstorm in the summer, and who would have thought that would impact our families? But when your windshield is smashed, what are you going to do? Are you going to take the $350 and buy a new windshield, or buy groceries? And many families had to make those kinds of choices.
You're absolutely right. It's a facility that you're excited about. Tonight is the big night, because it's 6:30 tonight. The mayor of Airdrie, Mr. Peter Brown, will be out there. You're going to have some dignitaries, some pomp and circumstance. You must be tickled pink.
I am tickled pink.
And the volunteers must be just over the moon.
We all are. We have about 125 volunteers. They'll be celebrating with us. You know, this is tonight's event is all about thanking our community. The food bank belongs to them. It's not us who's done the good things. It's them. They've all pitched in. They've had events for us. We had Girl Guides who had bake sales. We had car washes. We had schools do things. All of these community members pitched in to help us build this new facility. It is Airdrie's Food Bank, and it's an amazing facility. Couldn't have done it without them. Tonight, we thank our community.
There you go, 6:30 tonight. Anyone can show up and be a part of it.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Lori,
bet.
congratulations.
Thank you.
And congratulations to the folks in Airdrie and the surrounding communities for having such an amazing facility.
Thank you.
www.airdriefoodbank.com, also www.newairdriefoodbank.com, of course on Facebook and Twitter at Airdrie Food Bank. Again, 6:30 tonight. Check it out if you can. It's very, very cool. Thanks, Lori.
Thanks.
Still to come, growing your business with tweets? Yeah. First, here's what's happening in and around Calgary. This is Trending on Shaw.